Hey y'all, Michelle Raza here with the Finding Yourself Book Club. And today we're going to move on to Chapter 9 of Dr. Gibson's Recovering from Emotionally Immature Parents. We've been doing quite a bit of work here. The last chapter was on the art of mental clearing. Before that, we talked about nurturing your relationship with yourself. And if I can go back to it. Before that, we talked about your inner world. So this is all really heavy, really important stuff. And if you find value in what we're talking about, please do like and subscribe. It really does help us little YouTubers. And check out my website. I'm at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. There you can take my free life balance questionnaire and submit it for your first free consult. You can also just fill out a contact You can also just fill out a contact form and I'll be in touch. The first consult is always free and there's no obligation thereafter. Thank you. Okay, I lost my page. Updating your self-concept. So today what we're going to do is cover the introduction of the chapter, do a high-level overview of where we're going in this chapter, and then go through an exercise. This chapter is very exercise heavy, so we may want to take it a little slow because I don't want to do more than one exercise in one video. So that's what we're going to do. Updating your self-concept. How to correct distortions and enhance self-confidence. Your self-concept is the basis of everything you believe about yourself and what you allow yourself to become. This understanding of yourself was impacted by how people treated you when you were growing up. Their behavior told you a story about who they thought you were. As a child, you had no choice but to learn about yourself through their eyes. But EI parents aren't much help in developing an accurate self-concept because they often overlook their children's unique qualities, capabilities, and interests. EI parents expect you to grow up according to their assumptions. With parents like these, it's hard to know yourself in a way that reflects your strengths accurately. Instead, you might judge yourself only by how well you've met their expectations. Sadly, EI parents often discourage their children with negative feedback that makes them feel like less than they are. It's crucial to correct these erroneous self-beliefs so you can live more authentically, pursue your personal development, and deepen your connections with yourself and others. EI parents disregard others' individuality, so they won't teach you much about yourself. They lump people together, seeing them as much more similar than they really are. Individual complexities are ignored, as they say things like, "You're just like your father," or "You're like my side of the family." They think they know you because you remind them of someone. As a result, they give you a typecast self-concept that doesn't really fit you. With EI parents, you were told what to be, not helped to discover who you are. But now, as an adult, you can expand your self-concept to include all your potential and complexity, even if EIPs still pigeonhole you in an oversimplified or childlike identity. You don't have to go through life feeling like less than you are. Thankfully, your self-concept no longer has to be held hostage by your parents' opinions. You are now free to discover who you are and what you want to become. You can update your self-concept to fit who you really are. First, however, let's briefly explore the childhood emotional climate that influenced your concept of yourself. This will shed light on how you now see yourself and help you free yourself from an outdated identity based on how you were treated as a child. Now, this is actually the second time I record this. The first time my audio just didn't work. I'm praying it works this time. And at the beginning of that video, I was trying to say that it looks like I'm wearing the same shirt as the last one. So I just wanted to show you, it's a different shirt. I feel like y'all think it's, when it's the same clothes, it's the same materials that we're covering, but it's not. Neither the same outfit nor the same materials. It just looks like it. I guess I got to put in a load of laundry. I was looking for pink today, but I couldn't find it. So that's where we are. Also, so this is a journal exercise. Before we get into that, I think it's very important to take a stab at your current self-concept, and then after we're done with this chapter, what is your self-concept? So in your journal, and this is not in the book, it's just something I'm telling you to do, but in your journal, take some time to write down who you are, okay? So think about all of the roles that you play in your life. You could be a father, a husband, a brother, you could be a wife, a mother, you could be an employee, an employer, a member of a club, a member of a church. Write down all of the roles that you have, all of the different hats that you have, and then write down what makes you you. Do you really like chess? Is there a favorite author that you're a fan of that you'll go pick up their work as soon as it's published? Is there a series that you really like that everyone knows that you like, that kind of makes you you? Your favorite sports team? What is it that makes you unique and you? Write all of that down. And as we go through this chapter, when we're talking about updating our self-concept, there may be particular things that you can either change, modify, or add as we're going through Dr. Gibson's exercises. Okay, so take that as a starting point, and then let's do the childhood self-concept exercise. Exercise. Reviewing your childhood self-concept. Give yourself some time to think and use a journal to write down your answers to the following questions. What was your self-concept as a child? How did you see yourself around other children? Did your parents help you identify and develop your potential strengths? Did you have a clear identity, or were you just one of the kids? Did they encourage you to think ahead and imagine your best adult life? Did they ask you about the kind of impact you wanted to have on the world? Did they treat you like you were going to be a successful and loving person? Now, for some of you, this may be easy. For some of you, this may be a very painful exercise. So don't rush through it, and don't feel like if you can't get through all of it today, you can't pick up your journal and try it again tomorrow. That's the beauty of YouTube. You can pause. You can come back to it whenever you want. You can replay. Don't force yourself through this or any of the other exercises. Just because it's a 10-chapter book does not mean that you should finish this series or the videos or the book in 10 weeks or anything like that. Take the time that you need to really be able to go through these exercises. Next, read over and reflect on what you wrote. What are your reactions? How do you think your childhood may have affected your self-concept in your adult life? So heavy stuff here. This is my last post for 2021. Happy New Year, y'all. Look forward to chatting with you more in 2022. If you're a new year, new me type person, please do reach out to my website and book your first free consult if you're not already a recurring client. Also, if you have fitness goals, I've partnered with another coach up in Austin, and I've linked his website to mine, so you can find it at the bottom of my website, right where you have the life balance questionnaire, the LinkedIn link, the Facebook link, all that good stuff. It's at the bottom of every page. So still working on my website. I got quite a few updates to make. It's, as always, a work in progress, but I appreciate all the love and support. Anytime that y'all comment on YouTube, it's me that responds to you. I also respond when you chat with me on the website. So I do love the community that we've created here. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. A year ago now at this point, this started as just a plug, right? Just like, hey, I'm a life coach. Come check out my site. Let's talk. But it's really grown its own legs. And this is its own community. And it's something completely separate from what I do coaching my clients. And I really love it. I love interacting with you guys. I literally had someone tell me that I saved their life, which is just humbling and floored me. But he saved himself is what he did. And he found the material on YouTube that could help him. I didn't do anything, but I just feel grateful to be impacting people by sharing these works that also impacted me. So y'all take care. Have a happy and safe celebration. If you're just going to bed early and waking up to the new year, I hope you have a wonderful night, great dreams, and we will talk again in 2022. Take care, y'all.